Warning. School buses. Reviews. Master of Minecraft. Ready to play every day.
Hey guys, just want to let you guys know, this is me in post-editing here. So the bus vlog of 1099 that I said to record on my iPad, I've decided I'm not going to upload it because when I was reviewing it, you could, like, when I was driving, you could not even hear me at all. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and just upload this one, and I'm not gonna worry about the other one. If I get the chance to get that bus again as a spare, I'll try to record a bus vlog, but, just letting you guys know. Hello everybody, welcome back to another bus vlog. We are back in 1058, finally. There's 976 over there. Still can't find 972. I've been able to partner her a couple times, but still haven't gotten her as a spare. I have good hopes, though, I might be able to do it soon. But so yes, we are back in 1058 after a long-awaited month. I have a bus vlog of 1099 on my iPad because my computer's been having issues, and I've got it going. I got it fixed just enough to where I can make this bus vlog. So 1099's bus vlog's on my iPad. I still haven't like reviewed it or anything, so it might actually be uploaded after this one gets uploaded, depending on how long this one takes to actually edit and all. But so anyway, 1099 is a Cummins swap ICCE 2021, so it's quieter than the Max Forces. Well, I shouldn't say it's a Cummins swap. It's the newer IC, so they don't use the Max Force anymore. It's the year where they started using the Cummins engines. So it's quieter than our older CEs that have the stupid Max Forces. I really wish we had a set of CEs that had the DT 466s, but we do not. I wish we did. But yeah, so this bus has had some issues with its drivetrain and steering and all that, and they fixed a lot of that. It still has some issues, but that is a regional update issue where I did mention in a bus vlog past how regional screwed up a lot of stuff in their updates. Yeah, apparently when they switched from the winter to spring update, I don't know, it seems like the updates they do makes it worse. I don't know. So I'm not sure what's going on. The back doors, like, it won't work now. The roof hatches don't work. The C2 doors are not working. Yeah, it's just on 1099's fast dial didn't work. And it also had one of those, like, high-speed alarms here on the dash, little Bendix thing that you go over 50 and it would start beep, 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 beep. This one doesn't have that, but a lot of times we have to do over 50 for a lot of these roads, and that alarm was so annoying to listen to. You could not really hear it well over the engine, but it's still. That's why a lot of the driving I did on that bus vlog, I was trying to stay under 50 so that alarm wouldn't go off. Another thing, 1099, like, so on 1058 here, I have the amber and red warning lights for the pilot, or for the master, for the warning lights on the top of the bus is what I'm trying to say. How they're on the switchboard, well, 1099's had it in the dashboard, where a lot of the C2s have it, which I think is stupid. Because I'll mistake it for an engine warning, or stop engine light. But anyway, so 1099, like, you didn't even, like, if you didn't turn the ambers on, you just, like, open the door. Like, if I was going over a railroad track, just open the door. The reds would start flashing in the dash, but the stop sign, you know, nothing was, like, the reds didn't actually turn on, it was just flashing in the dash. So then I shut the door and it would go away, and then sometimes I would have to, like, arm the ambers, or, like, the door would be shut and it would still be going, so I'd have to, like, arm the ambers and then turn them off real fast and it would go away. So yeah, that bus had, like, some little electrical quirk there. This bus still has the parking brake quirk, so, and the lamp test still doesn't work. But we are actually taking the high schoolers on a field trip to Red Lobster for breakfast, because the ones that have had perfect attendance all year kind of, you know, they get a little breakfast outing. So that is where we are on our way to now. Fast title. They fixed the heat. I don't know if you can hear it. They fixed my heat, so it works again. They put new wipers on. I think they replaced one of my headlight bulbs, because I think that they said, I think it was this headlight, the low beam had went out. I guess while they were fixing it and they were testing stuff, they noticed it had gone out. So yeah, clearance lights are working. Really wish I had the chunky LEDs I could actually see. You cannot see these little bubble things. Clearance lights up there are working. That's what I mean by the back door's frozen. I'm clicking it and it's not opening. But I'm not sure what's going on there. And like they made it where like the tail lights they're not even red. It's like offset. So I don't know. Regional did something and it screwed up a lot of stuff. Stop signs are working. That one's working. And the air door still isn't working. The release still isn't working. So I don't know what's wrong with it. And then my amber, let me shed all this stuff, so. The amber pilot light is still not working in the switchboard. See, I turned the ambers and it's not working. They changed the bulb and the actual little indicator has still not fixed it. They think it's a wiring issue on my switchboard. They think it's a multiplex, because it's a multiplex switchboard, so I can take any of these switches, put it anywhere I want, it would still work. So they think it's an issue either with that or something's wrong with the programming in the computer, in the bus's computer, and something's not working right, which means an electrical problem. So yes, we are about to go, we are leaving to go to the high school. They fixed my bus, so, well, we know that, but they fixed it, and the turbo, I don't know if they replaced the turbo or what. They said something about the turbo actuator. I guess they replaced it, and oh my god, it has so much more power now. So, yep. Finally back in our bus. Kids love their assigned seats, I can already tell you that. The spare bus, I didn't have assigned seats for a while because I didn't know how long we'd have this bus, but then after the first week or two passed, I started getting some of those washable like magnets or whatever with the markers, and I just kind of wrote their names. And then, because I didn't have the tags were in this bus, and this bus was in the shop. But now we finally have my actual assigned seat tags back. They're gonna love it. The kids cannot handle. They cannot handle simply picking a seat. Now some of the kids can. So some of them I kind of let them sit wherever in the afternoons. But because you know them I can, like, you know, I know they'll handle it. But some of the other kids, oh my lord. I mean, simply just pick one seat and sit in it. You know, get on your phone, maybe talk to your friends next to you, doesn't matter, just sit in the seat. You know, these kids will be jumping all around, seat to seat, screaming for their friend that's in the front of the bus while they're at the back of the bus. It's no. It's a safety issue for the driver and for the students. I gotta stop hitting that curb. Alright. I really do hope they fix that amber, because I have no way of seeing if my amber lights work. Because, like, I don't have a light monitor. The light monitor would be where that little black square is, but this bus does not have one. I don't think any of our buses have a light monitor. I really wish they'd put one in. Alright. Let's get going. So, yes, as I said, 1099's bus vlog might actually, depending on how long this one takes to edit, this one will probably come out before the other one. The other one's not as long, so maybe it won't come out before, I don't know. But if you see this one before that one, just know when that one comes out, this bus did not break down again. That's just an older one. I'll put it in the title, older video, but I'm not really sure which one's going to come out first yet. because I haven't even reviewed the other one, so I'm not sure how the audio is going to be on that. Depending on how the audio is on there, I might not even upload it, but because I record on my iPad, so or I recorded that on my iPad, so we're going to see how the audio comes out. This one I'm obviously back to recording on the computer now, so the audio should be fine. So yeah, let's go to La Lobster. It's kind of tight. Their parking lot's kind of tight, so it's not the easiest. Their parking lot's not the best for getting buses in there, but I've done this before, so we're gonna see if we can kind of wing it. But last time I went, it was packed, so I'm not sure how it'll be now, considering we just had a winter storm blow through. So we shall see. This light, I don't know. This light has been messed up for a while, so we're gonna see if it's froze up or if we can just run it. Because for a while, I can't remember if it was this light. There was one of these lights I had to run it because like for forever, like it was froze up. So like the green, like the intersection on the other side, yep, the other intersection was constantly green, and my intersection up here was constantly red, so I don't know what in the world was happening there. Alright, coming up on a railway. Throw the hazards. Hopefully I don't get hit with the crossing arm. I always fear that cross arm's going to come down as I'm passing. Oh, there I went again. I just armed the ambers. Trying to close the door and I hit the amber switch by accident. You know what? I think it's this red light that's froze up. I think. Because that side's always green and this side's always red. I think it's this one that's been froze up forever. I'm gonna run it. I don't know. There's nobody coming. You're not supposed to do this, but I have been told I can because that red light's been acting up, so. We've just been treating that one as a four-way stop. So funny enough, this is actually the second field trip we had. So on my 1099 bus vlog, it was actually the same field trip. But this one is actually, so the first time it was for like a, it was like a senior thing. But this time it's for like all the kids who've got like, you know, perfect attendance. I did not mention that in the other bus vlog. Yeah, the Red Lobster is just up this hill, and you'll quickly see what I mean by parking is tight, especially trying to enter. So there's entrances up on this hill, but then I don't like here. I could go in, but then you have to like make a sharp left. So what I do is I'm gonna come up here. That timing could not have worked out any better. I'm gonna turn left into here. Man, I wish they would pave these roads. See, we're supposed to unload here. But what I need to do is, because I need to be straight, I am going to go all the way around. This is a very tight parking lot. There's not many cars here, thankfully. Really wish they would get a bigger parking lot. See, we park back here, or I park in that little space right there. going on the ambers. So then we kind of, to prevent tail swing, I have to very slowly come around this corner, and then we drop off at those doors. See if I can get close enough to the doors. Alright, that's good. Alright, we are actually on schedule. We're actually a little early. We're supposed to unload at 9:45, but we got here at 9:40, so we are on schedule, but a little early. And I'd rather be a little early than a little late. So we're just going to let them unload. I'll turn the dome lights on just so they can see. I did actually have to have them change one of my dome light bulbs in the back because I think it was the one on the, I would say right and left, but when you say right and left in a bus, it gets confusing because depending on which way you're standing. So on the driver's side, it's like on the row behind the driver's seat, all the way to the back door, that very last dome light by the back door on that side, the bulb had went out. So they went ahead and replaced that for me. And then they one of my driver's dome lights, I think it was acting up, but it wasn't a bulb, it was an issue with the switch. The switch was going bad, so they replaced it, and it's working now, see? That switch right there, that's my driver's dome light. Obviously it's not going to let me flick it, because I've got it on right now. But they fixed it. So this bus is all set for light. They're not the brightest dome lights in the world, but they're also not dim, so that's nice. But they are bright enough where I can see, but they're also not too bright to where they're like blinding. So we are actually going to park come on. There you go. So we're going to park right over here. I really wish this bus had a backup camera because this would make this process so much easier. 972 had a backup camera and it worked. 1099 had one, it did not work for some reason. I don't know what was wrong with it. So I got to pull all the way up, and then what I have to do because this, like, watch, if I try to, like, do this, which I can normally do. Of course, it's not letting me turn enough. But see, it still, like, does that weird camera shift. Sometimes I can, like, on the iPad, I can, like, actually move it, but it won't let me do it for some reason. So I have to kind of wing it. So what I have to kind of do is back up past the edge of the parking lot and then pull up some. It's like how we just kind of went over. And I gotta pull all the way back. And then this bus, they gotta floor it. And alright. Let's see how we did. Not too bad. I could have gone up. I could have gone back a little farther, but not too bad. Make sure I'm not blocking anybody. I'll back up just a little more. Oh, went a little too far. Alright. Now let's see. Yeah, right on the edge there. But we are not in anybody's way, so I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. My child check is still not working, so we have to manually check it. And shut her down, so I'm not running the gas and the diesel all the way out. because for some reason our fuel pumps aren't working right now. Alright, I don't know what. We also had an empty bus sign in the on our windows. I don't know what happened to mine. I swear, it's like this, I don't know. Something's happened with these buses. And see, like, this is the switch I would normally push to release the doors. Then they moved it where you had to come over here to release the doors, and now that doesn't work. So you have to, like... And then I could used to go out the back door, but that doesn't work, so I have to, like, constantly leave that door open. And it's just not typical. It's not practical by any means. But we're gonna let them eat. And then actually, just before we pick them up, I'm gonna leave a little early so I can go down. I gotta get some of the convenience store. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna probably get something to drink and use the bathroom, and then I'll come back up here and pick them up. So yeah, we're just gonna chill for a little bit. We are scheduled to pick them up at 11, so I'm gonna quickly run down to the convenience store, and then we should be able to make it back up here. The convenience store is just right down the road. Go ahead and do that. (10:58) to Station 1. Hey, I'm doing the field trip. I'm just going to run to the convenience store real quick, and then I'll be back up here to pick them up at 11. 10-4, thank you very much. Just letting my dispatcher know. That I was going down there. So she's not like, where are you going? Where are you at? Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. No, I mean, she wouldn't do. I'm just kidding, but I don't know what in the world. I don't know. These buses have been hitting that tree, and I don't know why. But we're just going to run down there real quick. It's literally right here. Well, I say right here, it's just a bit down there. There's the interstate over there. Good luck trying to get a bus in these fuel pumps to get fuel. Whew, Lord, as hell it is. Then you gotta make the turn. It's just, whew. Park in front of this door so I'm not blocking anybody. I'm gonna leave the bus running. I'm just gonna go in and grab some stuff real quick. Well, I could have done that a bit better, but I don't think we're blocking anybody. I'll be back. Alright, just came back out of the convenience store, so I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna check my lights again one more time. Just really quickly. Everything's looking good. Good. Alright. Let's head back up there and we will load. Probably gonna arrive early, but that's fine. Like I said, I'd rather be early than late. See if I can make that light. Just made it, thank God. Just made the light. Yeah, but we actually just made it back before 11, so I'm gonna park in the front for a minute and just kind of sit there. And then once I start to kind of see them trickle out, I'll let them. I'll unload, or we'll load up. I'm not gonna open the doors or anything yet. I'm just gonna kind of put the hazards on and the ambers. I'll go ahead and do that right now. And I just passed again. Goodness. Well, I gotta go back around because I just passed it again. Because I was trying to arm the ambers and I wasn't paying attention and I passed the loading point. I passed the loading. I'm actually gonna, well, I was gonna wait and pull up, but I was gonna go ahead and pull up so I'm not blocking those parking spaces. Alright. And then about 10:55 I'll open them. I'll open the doors. Because, you know, they'll probably be coming out, you know, ready to come out, and then we'll load up and get them back to the school. And then we'll head back to the yard. And we're gonna start loading up. I meant to pause the recording and accidentally stopped it, so now it's gonna be two separate video files. That's whatever, but they're starting to come out. So I see them about to come out, so I'll load them up. Who's that? Can't tell who that is. Alright, we are ready to go. So let's go back to the school. Carefully not hit this curb. Really wish they would make a bigger parking lot because it is so dangerous trying to get out of that parking lot. Alright, let's see if I actually remember to turn this time, because remember I'm not going to say the last bus vlog, because it hasn't, I don't know if it's going to come out yet, but in the last bus vlog I did with 1099, I actually skipped this turn, and went all the way to the end of the street and had to turn around and come back. But, I always end up, I have a habit of doing that, because that turn is also easy to miss. But I remembered this time, I was just thinking about it in my head, it's like, hopefully I don't... Sorry about that, guys, I had to swap my flash drive out real quick, because I ran out of space on the other one, so... had to do that real quick. Had somebody behind me honking at me, but I had to stop so I could swap out that drive real quick. So, hopefully this one lasts a while. We are back on the road now. Just had to swap that drive real quick. I probably should have checked it beforehand, but I wasn't thinking. So, we don't have much further to go. I just gotta unload them and then we'll be back at the yard. So, first, we go over a railroad crossing. Door open, hazards on, noise suppression is on. We have once again successfully made it over the railroad tracks without the arm coming down. I'm now going to get back in the left lane. Alright. So yeah, that was a very eventful few seconds of me swapping out a drive. I literally, all I had to do is just unplug the other one because it stopped recording on its own. So I just unplugged the other one, plugged my other one in, and then switched it over at OBS to record to that drive and then started recording, so... There's an ICCE. Looks to be the older one. Paint's faded. I cannot tell. I can't tell if it is the Max Force or not. I can tell you by the number, but I can't see the number. So I'll try and zoom in on it, but if it drives by, I'll see if I can get a good look at it and see. But chances are he'll be turning. But I don't know. shall see. Let's see, it is 9:20. Yeah, it's a max worth, not 22. No, whoa! Good lord. Driving like a maniac in that Bluebird. Nearly hit me. Yep, there's the bus shop over there. I didn't even realize how close we were to the bus shop. Alright. Between me trying to read what number that one bus was and the other bus nearly sideswiping me, that was eventful. Thankfully, I didn't have the bus hit me, but still, I don't know why we hire these crazy drivers who cannot drive buses. I don't know. They need to get their CDLs. I don't know if they have their CDLs. I don't know how we hire drivers and they be driving buses like they're driving through and sliding on ice. We actually, during the winter storm, we had wasn't this year, but the Snowmageddon, whatever, of 2014, way before I became a driver at Regional here. There was from hearsay, there was a bus driver when we still had the handful of CEs. There was a driver, I think it was bus number, 875, sliding on ice. Thankfully didn't hit anything, but they were able to somehow safely manage to get the bus to stop. But the bus was sliding on ice, and I don't know, that was they're talking about this winter storm being worse than Snowmageddon. No. See, Snowmageddon, it snowed like crazy. The ice was so bad we couldn't even leave our own driveway. And then we just had a winter storm blow through yesterday, and we didn't get any snow. It rained most of the day yesterday. There was some ice, and they're talking about our power didn't even go out at all, thankfully. And they're talking about it's worse than Snowmageddon. Oh my lord! I remember Snowmageddon. They had to shut school down early. That and in 2017, I wasn't in school. I was like 3 years old when Snowmageddon happened, but in 2017, something similar to that happened. It wasn't as bad as Snowmageddon. There was no ice. Well, there was a little bit of ice, but there was like 10 inches of snow, and they shut school down early. I remember that day. Snowmageddon was still worse, if you ask me. Alright, we have unloaded. Looks like a lot of buses that are unloading at the same time. So I need a backup camera. I don't even have a rear view mirror. Or a student mirror. But yeah, we had a couple buses go on this field trip with us, and so they're all unloading back at the high school now. Alright, so we are on our way back to the yard, and then I'll just come back over here again to do the afternoon route. I probably won't film that, just for the storage space sake of that flash drive. There's a 1061. Hello. That was one of the buses that was in the convoy. He was actually behind me on the field trip. He was the one honking at me. But I had a radio over. I was like, yeah, my video stopped, so he's like, alright. He went around me, but that's how he got back before I did. But now he's gonna merge into, what are you doing? Let's see. Oh, he does the midship route. I forgot about that. I was like, why is he doing a route now? I forgot he's doing a midship route for the elementary transfer. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing a route now? And I forgot all about that. Because the elementary transfer, for the preschool, the preschool lets out earlier than the elementary kids, so he's doing that route. I completely forgot about that. My brain's gone. My brain is literally gone. Please don't go out in front of me. Thank you. I was just waiting for that bus to inch out in front of me, but he's one of the good drivers. He doesn't do that. 1061's a pretty good driver too. So we are back at the yard. Let's see if I can actually make it through this tiny. I wish they'd make this entrance bigger, because I've always hit this curb and in that tree, but we've made it. Okay, we're good. I'll fuel up later this afternoon. I think the pumps are still down, so if I can't get fuel then, I'll have to get fuel probably at that gas station again. So we are gonna go ahead and park. The one thing about my bus number is it's right where it starts right after 929, so it's pretty easy to figure out where I park, because it goes, for some reason, so 1058, a lot of our other 10s park like on the other side of the yard, and then over here it starts 1058, 1060, 1061, whatever. But instead of doing it like, because like some of the yards in numerical order, but then for some reason it goes like, not on this side it goes 924, 925, 926, 927, 928, 929, and 929, and then directly skips to 1058. So, I actually forgot I had the dome lights on. Alright, so we are going to idle up. I'm just going to clock out. Alright. Idle her down. Let her turbo spool come back down. And go to sleep. This is about the time it would be beeping at me, but the child checkmate's broken in this bus because, like I said, everything's been broken in these buses, and Regional still hasn't fixed it, so. See, I've got the numbering system. When I said the tags, I meant to say the numbering system, but I have it, like, written down. I still haven't got, I've got the tags, I haven't put them back in the bus yet, but, I just stick them, like, right here, and then, like, I have a sheet that says, like, you know, number 21 is these names, number 20 is those in 1917, you know. So, yeah. And then the roof hatches still don't work on this bus. They work on the other bus, I think. I think they still work on 1099, but in this bus, they don't work. So anyway, that's that. Thank you very much for watching this little bus vlog. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you did during this winter storm, and I'll see you guys in the comment section. Peace.